Alright, time to record random takes on League of Legends LCS 2021. Disappointing. Like, we're looking at 100 Thieves, TSM, Cloud9. I like those teams. I kind of do. But, don't like them right now. Looks terrible. I don't like watching them. Like, 100 Thieves, you got Someday Closer, Abadage, FBI, and Huhi. You got a melting pot of wherever they're coming from. And that's doing the best in NA. Like Someday used to be so good, and now he's not. Closer's really good, and I think he's like the highlight of their team. Abadage is really good too. Closer and Abadage by far. And what's sad about it is neither of them are from NA. I mean, even this entire team's not from NA. Someday and Huhi are like not NA really. They just came over and became NA. FBI is not NA, but Oceania doesn't have a league anymore, so we just gotta take them in as refugees. And then I don't know. Like the best team in A doesn't even like have an NA player, kind of sus. But besides that, bro, I don't like seeing Sunday play anymore. He used to be so dominant, and now he's kind of just lost. And closer's smurfing, especially on Diana. He's kind of smurfing, so not gonna say too much about him. He's actually been the highlight point of their team. Abadage, Abadage's been really good. I think he's great. And I actually never realized his name while looking at it right now. Felix Braun. What an awesome name. Anyway, FBI presses ZQ too much. I don't like watching his pro view. I don't like watching him really. He just plays. He's solid. They're all solid players and they play well, but I don't know. They don't have any names I want to support. Hui's good. They're all good, decent, except for Sunday. Sunday's kind of lost, but everyone else doing well. I mean, the top team in NA, congrats, but we'll see how far this goes. Like, I do not think this team gets anywhere at Worlds. So that's so disappointing that I can't say the top team in NA will be making a splash. If anything, they're probably going to go 0-6 in groups just like TSM did last year. So we'll see. Speaking of which, TSM. Oh boy, I don't know what to think of this team. Like Sword Art Sword Art is the famous $6 million support. Don't really know. Lost is he was doing worse spring. He's doing okay now. I think he's pretty solid. He's like an above average ADC, but is he great? Is he double lift? I mean, his highs isn't as high as double lift, but his lows isn't what it was. Well, I mean, we'll see if they get into international play how they'll do. Power of Evil has always been solid. I love Power of Evil, even back in what's it called? Oh, Unicorns of Love days. But I think the big thing here is Speak. Speak is gonna be the one to try to carry them all. I mean, it's been said that Speak is like one of the best players in NA, and I think it's the best, homegrown NA talent. But yeah, Huni. I don't know. I loved Huni back in Fnatic, and now that he's taken all his trips around the world, and now he's back here. I didn't think he was that great coming into TSM. I thought that I would rather have Impact on this team, but I mean, Impact, we'll get to him, but he's looking lost as well. So yeah, this team, kind of solid, but it's oddly solid. I don't get it. Lost is lost. Sword Art, ints, but I mean, that's how he's always played. And PoE is what you get from PoE, but Spica Huni, I don't know. I don't know what this team will do in international play, but I'm rooting for Spica. Hopefully, he can make a splash and become a household name because right now he's the only really good NA player that I can see. But God, the amount of imports we have is insane. All right, let's go to Cloud9. Just going down the list. Cloud9, my favorite team. Kind of biased. I think Fudge has been the most the best player in Cloud9 this summer split, whatever you want to call it, summer season, which is really weird to say because he was playing terribly when he first came in, but I think he's got his footing. Um, let's see, Blabber. Blabber was having some on and off games, but he's still really smart. Perks is not the same G2. Cloud9 Perks is really not the same as G2 Perks, and I'm hoping we'll see G2 Perks once we get back into stage and get into let's say the world stage. I'm hoping that the three NA teams will be TSM, Team Liquid, and Cloud9, but 100 Thieves definitely has a shot. But I just don't see 100 Thieves as they're not entertainment. They're just solid. They're solid as a team, which most NA teams aren't solid as a team. And then their like actual like mechanics are questionable sometimes too. But yeah, Sven Vulcan. I mean, I love this team. I thought they did okay in MSI. I think they'll do better once MSI once World rolls around. But I mean, we'll see. I hope they're just not a disappointment. I mean, I'd say that this roster is like insane. Could be insane. Their peak is insane, but they all got a peak at the same time. So we'll see. We'll see when that time comes. And then we get to the rest of NA, which I'm gonna hate talking about, except for Team Liquid. I got a soft spot for Core JJ, but let's talk about this. Impact looks lost. Jizuke looks like he just wants to farm all the time. Sven Skaren slash what are they switching with? The contracts? I don't know. Don't know why they're doing this. Kind of makes it weird. I mean, they're just like they're solid for NA, but they look like a bottom tier team. And if they put this team, move it to Europe, move it to Korea, move it to LPL, they suck. And considering I still have 6 more teams to look at, oh god, I don't want to see this. But like, I don't know what to say about this team. It's a bunch of no names. I mean, they got Ignar. I mean, Impact won Worlds in 2013, 2014, or whatever. But like, that was a whole different game back then. It's like 8 years ago. Ignar, I just don't know. It just hurts to talk about this. I'm just gonna move on. Team Liquid. Team Liquid is like my golden child that I wish would do better, but they're like injury prone in a like video game, which is so weird. Like how I don't know. Like the fact that Centaurin's out is unlucky and sad, but like I don't know. I wish that Centaurin was around. I think they looked better with Centaurin. Armeo is doing fine, and I think Armeo is good. I just think also Armeo is not meshing with the team. I think Alfar is by far the best top laner, and not by far. I think he's top laner with him and Hooney. Um, but yeah, I wish they didn't have all that drama. If they removed all the drama from Team Liquid looks like the number one team to me. Like I love Core JJ. I think Core JJ is good. I think Jensen is like inconsistent, but when he's on it, he's on it. He's like definitely the best mid laner if he's on it. I mean, I think he has higher peaks in I mean, Jensen's peak is higher than Perks' normal, but Perks' peak is like elite. So Perks is better, but I think Jensen has the potential to be better sometimes. Bro, Tactical is like inconsistently good. Like he plays good like 90% of the game, and 10% looks terrible when he's not playing well. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And they also don't look like a team. I wonder who's shot calling this. I haven't looked enough into seeing this, but ooh, I hope Core JJ can bolster it. I mean, Core JJ's been inting a little bit in the games, but I mean, by far, he's not making bad mistakes. He's in fact like changing game at such a high level. We'll see. I hope Core JJ can carry them, but because Jensen's playing, like I said, like average for him, still well in terms of NA stands, but average. But hopefully, this five of Core JJ, Tactical, Jensen, Armeo, and Alfari can do something because I think Alfari is great. I just don't think they have the synergy. I think a lot of NA teams don't have the synergy that I've seen in like LEC. But okay, if you took this Team Liquid team and compared them to Astralis, I feel like Astralis and Team Liquid, like it should be favored for Team Liquid. Like Team Liquid's one of the top 4 teams. Astralis is only like running for playoffs. But the big difference is like Stralos is just like cohesive. I mean, you can't say that for all EU teams. I am like pinpointing like one good like cohesive EU team, but like man, it just doesn't seem right. I don't know. I don't know the problems. I'm just commenting as someone who's watching, but like, oh, I really want them to succeed. I really want to see like this individual performances shine a little bit more, but they just keep making these mistakes that are so uncharacteristic. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, done with Team Liquid. Dignitas, I don't know. Fake God needs to be replaced. I don't like Fake God. Fake God, top laners in NA suck. They suck a lot. Like some days on the top team as a top laner, I don't like him. I think he's not great. I think Huni is solid. I think um God Alfari is solid, and I think that Fudge is solid. Everyone else kind of iffy. Like Fake God iffy. Oh God, Licorice iffy. I mean, who was the old Goon Gardens? I don't even remember their old top laner, but like Revenge if oh God, it's just makes me sad looking at this team. So anyway, Dignitas. Yusui isn't. I don't know. Yusui is okay. Acadian's okay. Aframu is not the Aframu you used to see in the Hundred Thieves. Fake God's not my favorite. Neo's solid, but he's not even. Is it rude to say that? I think this is their peak. Like, this is what their peak is? Oh, God. Dignitas is just sad. Like, when Dardoch is. Dardoch left, he became their coach, and Dardoch is, like, mechanically and in game very gifted, but, like, it's like taking a glass cannon that blows up every once in a while, but every once in a while is going to hurt your team for, like, 5 losses, and it's terrible. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Dardoch is not coaching them, I don't think. It's like Immortals, but who cares? Like, they're really. They're really something to watch. Immortals. What do we have Immortals? Xerxes. I don't know why Xerxes got imported. I really don't. I feel like there's other junglers you could have grabbed from LFL or better. Haven't watched them, but I mean, just to take an example, Adam from Europe. Adam was doing well in Fnatic. I don't think Adam's like one of the best top laners in Europe, but I do think Adam is solid. I think Adam's better than 8 or 9 of the top. I mean 8 or 9. Maybe 7 or 8 of the top laners in NA, and that's an LFL from. So I don't know. Raze and Destiny. Raze looks questionable. Destiny looks questionable. Insanity. I just this team is exactly where they are like right now, and I think this is what you can expect from them. I don't expect anything more, anything less. If they do more, they're overachieving. If they do less, I'm not surprised. Don't know. It's not really fun to like look at Xerxes and comment on. I mean, he's probably like sad to say that the best player on the team. So maybe that's why they imported him. Like Revenge is like he's better than everyone. Like better than Golden Guardian's top lane. He's better than FlyQuest top. Golden Guardian's top lane beating Licorice. Yeah, he's better than him. He's better than Kumo. I mean, FlyQuest is like iffy. I don't want to really comment on FlyQuest because I really don't know what's happening there. Because like, oh god, any team that has solo is terrible. And when we get to CLG, we'll get to CLG. But I don't know. I don't like looking at this. This team sucks. I don't like seeing it. Just watching NA games are like a heartache waiting to happen because like you never know what you're gonna get, but you know you're gonna be disappointed and it's gonna be painful. Like God, hate watching it sometimes. I really want to support NA, but really hard to. FlyQuest. Oh fuck. I actually really do like their full roster change when they put in oh god, Kumo, Palafox, Tomo, Diamond. But who's their jungler? NXI? Did they replace him? Triple. They moved Triple back. What is happening? They just had some changes. Jose Diodo is back. I think Jose Diodo deserves to be in the LCS. I think he was a like a really strong point for them. They're keeping Kumo, Tomo, Diamond, and they're replacing Palafox and Jose Diodo with NX from. They're replacing NXI Triple for Palafox and Jose Diodo. Yeah, that's fair. I think Palafox was good. I think Triple had something lacking. NXI same as well. Kumo's been playing well. Kumo, Tomo, and Diamond look like they have synergy, but they also look lost in terms of macro. Jose Diodo might be able to bring some of that. I think Jose Diodo might be the best player on this team. I think if they can get that synergy, it's very good. I think it'll be very valuable experience. So hopefully we can see that. Hopefully we can see what them. I don't really want to comment FlyQuest. They are where they are right now, but maybe things will get better. We'll never know. It's always disappointment with them. It's always disappointment. Okay, Golden Guardians. I don't want to talk about this. I don't know what happened to Niles. I thought Niles sucked. I think Elixir sucks as well. I think everyone in its team sucks. Like Solo. Oh, Solo's a sub for them. Think Solo looks terrible, but with how Licorice is playing, I don't think Licorice is much of an upgrade. Even though they have been winning a little bit, so we'll see. Iconic, Iconic made some plays. I'll give him that, but he's kind of passive. Kind of not really what I want from like. Okay, I'm gonna list out this team. It's Licorice, Iconic, Ablaze Olive, Stixay, and Chime. None of these are star players. Like there is no star player to move around. Like if anything, Ablaze Olive can pop off. Stixay is really passive. Chime looks terrible. Chime looks so lost, and he misses some really random skill shots. So we will see. We will see what happens. But yeah. So Licorice, I don't like. I don't like Licorice. I don't like their top side. Blaze Olive is like the most borderline star. But can you call someone a star if like they're just average in another league? Like that's so sad to think about. That your star player is like not even like close to being anyone that any other team in another region would center their team around. That's just sad. I don't know. Dude, this is the first time I look through all the teams and I just get sadder and sadder with each team that passes. Man, I should have went from the bottom up. CLG. Well, one, Finn sucks. Broxa is like so sad right now. I think that Pobelter is washed. But I also think he can come back and be better. I don't think DeMonte was much of an upgrade. I didn't like DeMonte on 100 Thieves. And I actually do like Pobelter, but I don't know what it is with this team. Like, this team is filled with veterans. Like, Finn, how long has he been around? He's been around since, like, 2017. I've heard his name. Broxa, I mean, he was on those Fnatic teams back in the day. And, yeah, he was, like, pretty good. But there is no star on this team. It's like you got five supportive players supporting what? You don't support anybody on this team. So, I don't know. Like, Wild Turtle has been actually the best player. But Wild Turtle isn't a pop-off, like, player. He's very much like... He's, like, Reckless if you didn't need Reckless to carry. Ever. And you just need someone to pump out damage. And Wild Turtle can do that. Smoothie was good back in the day in his Cloud9 days, but, like, now he looks kind of lost. I don't know what it is about this team, but they don't look like they know how to play with one another. I don't know. It's just sad. Like, honestly, what might be better for them is just to, like, I don't know what to think about. I honestly think they need a star player, like one star. I feel bad, but like, I think that Broxa can pop off sometimes. Finn needs to be replaced, like, really needs to be replaced. I think what you should do is take top lane and grab another top laner, someone who has the potential to carry, and grab a mid laner who could. I'm not sure if there's any mid laners available who could. Like, is there any that I can think? Like, I would not want to be Nemesis. Nemesis could carry. Like, actually, no, even Nemesis, even though he could carry, he's not a very, like, aggressive style. I don't know. Maybe bring something from LFL. I don't know, dude. There's nothing I can think of. Maybe what you could do is that a lot of the European mid laners look kind of like a lot of European players can be played around. I don't see that in NA, so maybe take one from them. I can't say because I'm just looking even at their like previous players. Like, I cannot think of a team that, like, oh god, I can't think of any person from NA you can play around. Anyway, that's it for me. I don't want to think about this. I'm just sad now. Hope you have a good day, whatever. Ugh.